Here I have a main supply for the cooker, which is the highest rated, probably most direct and cleanest supply of electricity in the house, going into a three-way block. So three-way block with the bike charger on the far right. I've got a multimeter in the center and a light on the right. So if I turn it on, we get 247 volts at about 50 hertz, which is exactly what I'd expect. And the light comes on the lamp because there's now voltage going through this three-way block, but move that back a bit. That LED is not on. I can hear it buzzing. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I can hear it buzzing. And the other end isn't connected to the bike. The bike's several meters away. So that's not connected to the bike. The light's not coming on. It's not charging. I can do this reset procedure of Trek's, which Evan said Trek's said was a thing, which is basically unplugging that end, unplugging the figure 8, unplugging it from the bike, but it was never plugged into the bike, it still isn't, and then let's turn the power on, plugging it in to the mains, plugging it in with the figure 8, and it's not plugged into the bike, but there's no light. You might think, okay, you've got a broken output on that three-way. So I'll unplug it from there, just for good measure. I'll unplug it from there as well, but total nonsense. Unplug the lamp from the far left, plug it into the far right. Plug that into the far left, figure 8 into the mains, into the figure 8, still not connected to the bike, and still no light on the charger, which is now down there. I don't know if you can see it. So the charger just doesn't work. It's intermittent. It will work sometimes, but you have to switch the mains off and switch it on, like I don't know, it can be quite a while. It can be like I don't know, it could be 10-20 times to get it to work. The other obvious thing is to swap out the mains cable in case the mains cable's shagged, but the mains cable wouldn't be working intermittently. It'd either work or it wouldn't work. I suppose it might have a tiny little break in it, but let's get rid of that one. And here's a second one I've got with a couple of chokes on it, so I can plug that in. So the LED is down there, it's not on. So it's a second mains lead going in there. Yeah, so yeah, just not working. But this whole reset procedure, which I still haven't got an answer on, it's been a couple of weeks, as to why you have to unplug both ends of the mains cable, is, as I say, it's a nonsense, because that cable is not going to store a charge. That plug is not going to store a charge. That little figure 8 connector is not going to store a charge. It doesn't have any kind of capability of storing power. So unplugging it from one end, plugging it into the other end, isn't a reset procedure. It's literally just unplugging it and plug it in. There's absolutely no difference between me doing that and that, or that and that, or unplugging both at the same time. But the result is the charger intermittently fails. When it starts working, it will probably work for, I don't know, it can work for about 3 or 4 charges in my experience, and then it will crap out again, and then you've got to do this dance of turning everything off and turning everything on until you get a little light on the charger working. But that obviously takes time, so you're there for ages trying to make the thing work. So I hope that highlights the situation I've got.